The situation in Uganda is almost symbolic to other world issues that don't have coverage. Its coverage, in my opinion, is largely due to Invisible Children. This is an organization that was created after a few college students from California went to Uganda to see what they could film. Their motto of the organization is Discover the Unseen. I think that truly grasps the essence of their project and reveals how little the Western world knows about international issues. The Invisible Children is a nonprofit organization, and it sponsored the event called the Global Night Commute. It first started, a couple years ago, and this past year they had another similar event called Displace Me. The first one, youth in America came together in tons of cities, and they commuted, like protesting through the town just to raise awareness, and then they would sleep in the streets, and like on the sidewalk of their town, just so people would know. And then this past year, I actually volunteered at the event called Displace Me, and in Atlanta, we actually were in Kennesaw, I think, and we were at this large field, and there was like thousands of people there. I think like 6,000 people came, mostly youth, young adults. It was really cool. There was some awesome people there, and what they were told to do is they had to bring a white shirt with a red X on it, and that symbolized the displaced. And they were also supposed to bring a bottle of water and a box of saltine crackers, and this would represent what they had to eat for the whole day. So later on the night, after people set up their little cardboard boxes and shacks and where they're going to sleep, we had videos from Uganda and like an information session. We also did recording for videos in the future to raise more awareness, where you see overhead shots of just thousands of people at different locations all over the US, and they're yelling and screaming. They're all excited about the cause. And then later at night, they separate guys from girls, and the girls have to go up and get the saltine crackers and bring it back to their group, and the guys had to go up and get the water, but they can only get like one pack of saltine crackers at a time, or one pack or one bottle of water at a time. So you're very limited, and that's all we had for the entire day and night we were there. So it was almost like a famine as well. There's actually been a lot of conflict over the conflict essentially in Uganda, because it's kind of like Rwanda happening over again. It's almost a genocide in the country, where they're taking these children and killing people just to overthrow the government. And what's happening about it? Nobody seems to be helping. The British stopped their funding when some of the coups happened, and America hasn't seemed to come through on their funding promises. And where's the UN in all this? I mean, I'm not an expert on politics and know where the United States should put its money and how the UN works and everything, but it just seems like it's being ignored. That's why they're called the Invisible Children, because they're practically invisible to the rest of the world. There has been some positive things happen in the future. There's been some peace talks. The UN has gone in some more, and there's been a lot of funding coming from the United States and just non-governmental organizations, people at the grassroots level, non-profit organizations like Save the Darfur campaign, Invisible Children. You just look on Facebook and look at all the groups they have, and that's just one medium to raise money and awareness for this group and these people. The whole point of things like this, doing the show, the cause, and raising awareness is, to essentially get help for these people. And, you always wonder, how should you help? I mean, the best way, for the easiest way, is like money. But, we're college students. We don't have much money to give. We don't have money to go over there. So really, all we can do is raise awareness for the people who can give and who can go and help. I personally feel called to go to a third world country with the Peace Corps. I am often asked why I would go around the world when there are problems right next door. I believe the poor of America are not the poorest of the world. I am also asked why would I go help these people when there are millions upon millions of needy. To me, the answer is simple. I can save one, and that one life could change the world. Want to know how you can get involved? This website is your ultimate source of information about how to help in Uganda. You can learn how to intern there with the organization in the program Go. You can donate money with the Try organization, just $3 a month. You can learn about Schools for Schools, where schools in Uganda receive money from schools in America. So I hope you enjoyed that site. And now if you want to get involved, you know where to go. Thanks. Bye.